Hello and welcome back to our unmodded playthrough of Bannerlord. Now you can see here that we're actually fighting against another vassal that is attempting to raid a village. I'm not a big fan of that, thank you very much, so I'm going to be attempting to take him on. As you can see, we actually have the sun behind us, which theoretically is actually fantastic from a tactics perspective. I think my graphics might actually be a bit... are they working? Are they actually working right here? I'm a bit concerned at this point, because I'm thinking to myself, this is not right, but maybe it is because of the time of day. I might not have actually fought in this time of day ever before, and that's the reason why I've never really seen the sun glare so incredibly brightly. But bear in mind that this being a thing is actually going to... well, technically in real life, this would be a astounding advantage for our forces, because me being able to blind the opponent, pretty much, by having the sun in their eyes, would be fantastic. But obviously that is real life, this is not, so, you know, might very well be okay, might be not, but it really depends on how good our infantry deal with the initial attacks. As you can see, I'm getting murdered by the enemy cavalry as well, which is not exactly great. How are my archers doing here? Not too bad. Not too bad. I think we should be okay, as long as we... get him! I hoped that I'd be able to get that guy. Oh, yes, nice block, nice block. Alright, let's be a bit careful. My own units are blocking my attacks. Ah, there we go. Oh, no, he's not dead yet. Now he is. Okay, very nice. These guys are actually pretty good. Now, I got to say that this mercenary company, because I believe that this guy is actually from a mercenary company, they are actually kind of effective. Anytime I fight them, they always take out a huge amount of my units and everything, and they usually have some very good units themselves. So, for example, they have some elites right here. They've got some Imperials, and in general, they have these guys. Those specific unique units are the main ones that will deal pretty good damage. And again, he's still in the light. That's actually crazy. Alright, so I will be taking some of these just because, and I don't think I have any space, to be honest, for any other prisoners. No, we don't. We do have a lot of loot to be able to take, though, which is very nice. And we have prevented this village, once again, from being raided. So I guess I will just take a couple of people from there. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to continue our economic campaign against the Crusade. And that is literally all we can really hope to accomplish here, because if I try to do anything else, it's just not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is we'll be walking around and I will try to raid a nearby village. So I'm thinking we'll probably... Oh, look at this. We seem to... is that us besieging that? No, I think that's Azarai. I think the Azarai are besieging that. So they are obviously at war against the Crusades as well, which is actually quite good. But I'm going to head on to Poros here real quick, because I am, of course, a little bit injured. I'd like to get my medicine skill to kind of restore ourselves just a little, you know, not too much, but just a little. Lavinia Castle is actually under siege by Hurunag at the moment as well. So that's the reason why I'm not going the other way, because I don't really want to meet him if at all possible. There we go. There's another 9,200. Let's actually take a look at some of the food here that I can get. Let's just get a little bit of extra food there. We now have 160,000. I was actually thinking of going over to Lagata, which is actually one of the better smithy locations. At least that's what I learned from the Pelisor trading series. So it might still be the case, might not be. Really depends on a number of factors. But yeah, at the moment, I guess we'll just stick with what we've got and try and continue to do damage. Oh, wait a minute. We have another person attempting to raid a village. Ah, it's another mercenary. Yeah, these guys are actually kind of... I don't know, they're kind of difficult. It's funny because they have 27 Imperial recruits. So technically, I would probably be able to do quite a bit of damage to them. But not entirely sure on that at the moment. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should just raid one of their villages instead and just continue to do economic damage as much as we possibly can. Unfortunately, these are Imperial recruits here, so Yeah, it's one of those things. If I want to continue recruiting from here, that's indeed the issue. That is indeed the issue, because if I raid this, then those people there will not like me one bit, and they will be less likely to, give me the opportunity to recruit from them in the future. So that's a problem. However, this is not so much of a problem, being able to take on a caravan. So let's do this. We're going to be attacking every single caravan that I can, and obviously bear in mind that each caravan is kind of fast. They generally are much faster than I am, so being in a situation it's a bit difficult, because if the caravan runs into an allied vassal of theirs, we're going to be in a really, really bad position. So I'm just going to move my forces up onto the hill there, maybe move my forces into a shield wall formation as well, and we'll get a loose, and then we will probably move my cavalry over there into the opposite tree line, because if I move them into the opposite tree line, then hopefully what will happen is that the various units in the enemy's army will face towards our infantry and our archers in an effort to try and block as many ranged projectiles that we're firing towards them. And then our cavalry comes in from the side. Unfortunately, it seems like our cavalry are actually drawing the enemy's cavalry, which is actually not even that bad. I think that's okay. I think that's not too big a deal. Oh, nice. 70 damage. Pretty good. I was hopeful that I'd be able to hit him again. It seems like, it seems like my cavalry are having a couple of issues. But what I'll do is I'll just tell them to charge in, and we'll tell our infantry to charge in. We actually did bring a couple of the enemy's cavalry with us, but it seems to me like we're going to be absolutely fine here. The enemy is pretty easily outgunned. I think that's the main thing that we got to consider here. And maybe I'll be able to hit some people from this range. Maybe just increase my crossbow skill. Just a little. Apparently not, though, because these guys are all kind of standing in weird positions, and it's not really going to work out too well for me. Or maybe it is. Maybe. Oh, no, never mind, never mind. My Palatine guards have finally gotten in there. Oh, we got him. We got him. That guy all the way over there, we actually hit him. Can't believe it. We got him in the shoulder. And there you go. Extremely easy victory, but the economic damage that we have done to the opponent is substantial. So very, very pleased about that. Let's actually take a look at my prisoners. I do have some space, so I will take... Oh, yeah, I can't actually even recruit these. What are their stats like? Their stats aren't even that bad. You know, I've got that kind of stigma surrounding caravan units from Warband, because whenever you'd use a caravan guard or caravan master or something like that, they're never really that good. So yeah, it's nice to see that in Bannerlord that is a little bit different. So the caravan units are actually kind of good. Anyway, these guys are going to be chasing me for the moment. I don't think they're faster than I am. Are they? Oh, this would be bad if they are. No. They are slower than we are, which is great. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be heading relatively deep into Khuzait territory. Oh, hello. There's another caravan here for us. Another 2 caravans, no less. Seems like... Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. Now, I really wish I could join one of these. Seems like this caravan is going to get defeated. I would assume. Oh, he's actually helping them. He is actually helping them. Ah, that's actually kind of amazing on multiple levels. I'm a bit disappointed by that, actually, because it doesn't really matter whether I do the economic damage as long as someone does the economic damage. So we'll just have to prey upon them if I can. Ooh, yeah, this is interesting, because on the one hand, I think they're way too fast now, right? There's no way that I'll be able to catch them. 5.6. I'm actually moving at 5.6. This guy could definitely use a bit of an... Oh, hello. Yes. I will be making haste away from here. I'm actually kind of surprised that I am faster than most of these vassals, because they're on horses, most of them. Oh, this might be bad. I think I can escape. Okay, and that's that same guy. Do you see that? It's the same guy that wanted to attack us before and saved one of the caravans from the forest bandits. What a scoundrel he is. Terrible, terrible. All right, well, whatever the case, I will be making my way on to probably one of the villages that we like to raid all the way very, very deep into Crusade territory. Really want to, I really want to like siege something. I think that's going to be super fun to do, but as it stands right now, sieging something is going to be very, very difficult, especially when we are in such a bad spot. Ooh, hello there. Yes, I am faster than this caravan, aren't I? 5.9, 5.6. No, I am not faster, but I should be able to, aha, there we go, trap it. Okay, so I have learned that the mouse control is quite slow and inaccurate. So I was going to use my my keyboard controls right there to try and head them off, because you can actually use the arrow keys. But thankfully I didn't have to do that because they had trapped themselves so adequately, which was very nice of them. So let's try and take them down. All right, here we go. Oh, this is actually a very nice battlefield. I don't know whether they're going to do anything for us. Are they going to come towards us, or do we have to go and meet them? It's probably that way, isn't it? They probably will want to go and be stubborn about things. Yep, seems like it. All right, here we go. We got the enemy cavalry coming in on us right here, and hopefully my forces in their shield wall formation will be able to protect themselves. And can I? Oh, nice jump and slash right there. I'm actually kind of surprised that we were able to get any damage at that point. Oh, are you serious? Come on now. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to tell my cavalry to charge in here. I'm going to try and see if I can maybe do some damage with my... Oh, actually hit one of my own guys. Classic, eh? Absolutely classic, because that generally happens to me almost one time per episode. Kind of amazing. But there you go, there's a nice headshot for you. At least I'm able to do that once an episode as well. Yes, very good. Nice. Oh, there we go. Maybe twice. Oh, wow. This is a world record. A world record. I can't believe it. A bear tilt has been able to get 2 headshots in one episode. Oh, there's a neck shot. I don't know whether you count that as a headshot, even though it's kind of critical damage anyway. Maybe. Maybe we'll count it as a headshot. And there we go. There's another kill for us right there. And maybe we can get another headshot from this guy. Oh, no, that was just an arm shot. Yes, okay. Well, it seems like that's my quota for this year. 2 headshots in one episode. Not bad. Oh, he dodged. Did you see that? Right at the last second. What a lucky so-and-so he is. Oh, well, there you go. We won, obviously. We were just up against the caravan, of course, so not exactly difficult. And I guess what we could do... Ooh, this is nice. There's a lot of really, really good units to recruit here. And I think I'm actually getting kind of close to the cap, to the amount of units that I can currently have. Yeah, almost. Okay, that's not too bad. So I'm going to take a couple more here. I'd love to take these hired blades, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to. So I guess we'll just leave them there, and we'll take the loot, of course. And then I will be going over to this village, Erzanor. Erzanor is one of my favorite villages to raid. There's a very good reason for that. If you're playing a bandit-based character or something like that, and you want to focus on raiding something, I'd highly recommend going to Erzanor or Hokka right here. Both of these villages are so incredibly far away that you can pretty much raid this without having too many difficulties. And if something does happen, so for example, if a vassal comes out of nowhere and attempts to attack you, you have a pretty significant amount of free space in the area to be able to make adjustments to where you want to run and what you want to do. So if you're, at war against the Crusade, for example, like I am, then most of the areas, near to you are going to be hostile. But those hostile areas are going to be pretty sparse. There's not going to be a huge amount of different enemies in the area, and there's barely any bandits as well, so you will probably have a pretty decent time of things. Can't believe I missed that guy, really. Okay, come on, Mr. Bertild. Let's try and get another headshot, shall we? Let's make it 1 headshot per battle. Yeah, that was never going to hit. Okay, what about over here? Oh, nice, we took him down. We did get a shoulder shot, which is not exactly great. Oh, there we go. Actually hit him from over here. Long range. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, this is going to obviously be a pretty simple victory for us. And I could have auto-resolved it, but I didn't really want to lose anyone if at all possible. But yeah, as I say, coming over here and raiding the Iron Village is usually a really good way to go. Or if you need horses, then you can also raid the Horse Village. And they will generally give you some pretty good returns on your efforts. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, here we go. Let's see if we're going to be able to get a lot of whatever. Iron ore, I guess, is what we're going to be attempting to get right now. And hopefully we won't get interrupted. And after this, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to stop at just raiding this one village. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to raid this village next as well. Because here's the thing. Inflicting as much economic damage is our goal at the moment. And it's very true. Someone actually said in the comments that the enemy vassals having a very small amount of money is exactly what we want. We don't want them to have a huge amount of money to be able to recruit as many people as they can get their hands on things. So yeah, that's actually true. That's actually true. I thought to myself, yeah, that's actually what I'm attempting to do. So me complaining about them having no money, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Anyway, let's have a look here. I've got 108. Okay, should have a little bit more space. And now that that's raided, we're going to go over here and raid this one as well. And it seems like the Southern Empire is once again running into situations which they cannot possibly win, which I gotta say is disappointing to say the least. Yeah, very disappointing actually. Because I'm trying my best here, you know, I'm trying my best to try and eliminate as many caravans as I possibly can, trying to raid as much as I can as well. And of course, if the opportunity presents itself, then attempting to eliminate as many vassals as I can. But unfortunately, it's very difficult, you know, it's very difficult. So I think after I'm done here, I will see if there is actually another village over there. It might make sense for us to raid that as well. If no one wants to stop me, that is. It seems like there's not any not any Southern Empire vassals in the area, and they don't seem to want to stop me at all, which is actually kind of interesting. So I'm going to go over to the next village over, and we will continue. We will continue our raiding spree. And we'll see what happens with that, because at the moment... oh, these are Imperial recruits. As I've said before, I don't really want to raid villages that are tied to Empire towns, because at some point I will want to recruit from them, I would assume. I mean, there are enough villages that have Imperial recruits available, though, so I probably don't even need to worry about it too much. And these are also Imperials? Are you serious? These are also Imperial recruits? Okay. Well, that's kind of intriguing, isn't it? Well, I guess I'll just go over there then instead. This is getting a bit risky now. Okay, yeah, so these are Khuzait. So let's attack. 27. I'm going to just go and do an auto-resolve, because I don't think we're going to suffer too many casualties, and if we do, then they're going to be mostly recruits, I think. Yeah, 2 recruits, 1 raider, 1 infantryman. Not too bad. And we can just continue onward here. And wow, a lot of loot as well. Decent amount of loot. Okay, so let's see what happens here. We're going to get clay from this, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to get clay from this. So it might very well be quite good for us to sell that too. Oh, look at that. Seems like the Khuzait might be having a couple of difficulties with defending against the Aserai. I would very much hope that what will happen with the Southern Empire is that we can potentially get a peace agreement with the Khuzait, and then we can try and rally ourselves against one of the other factions that we're at war against right now. That might very well be the only way that we'll be able to do something. Alright, so there we go. We've raided that. And so I have raided 3 villages so far. We've eliminated 2 caravans. And we've also eliminated 1 vassal, which I think we've done pretty well so far, you know, to try and reduce the enemy's strength as much as we possibly can. This is what we currently have under our control at the moment, by the way. 5 fiefs, not exactly great. Botania, as you can see, is literally running away with things. Khuzait, 16,000. Just an insane amount. Consider making peace. Paying 204,000. Wow, I could propose this for 100 influence. Shall we do it? I'm actually going to propose there we go. With Botania. Let's do it. It is time to make peace. Okay. There we go. I'm going to spend 10 influence. Boom. There you go. Okay, wow. I actually did something. I actually affected policy somehow. That's actually kind of amazing. Alright, so we have Azerai with 9,000, West Empire with 7,000, and Northern Empire with 9,000. The Khuzait are once again running away with things. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay, so let's just take a quick look here. Okay, so Nero only has 268. I personally feel like we would be pretty easily able to take that, but of course the Khuzait have such insane army sizes that it's very difficult to actually make that work. So I'm just going to continue looking for some caravans. Oh, hello there. This might be pretty good. We're moving at 5.6. This guy's moving at 5.6. He has a pretty large army for a caravan, so that might be the reason why we're able to more easily catch up to him. And we're just going to level up a couple more of these guys right here. There we go. And how many do I have? Oh yeah, I easily have enough to be able to recruit these guys. There we go. Okay, so let's hope that there aren't any. There is actually a vassal in there. He's gonna come out. Let's try and head this guy off if we can. I gotta be super careful about this. I could have attacked. Oh no. See, he's not actually aggressive to us. Okay. Well, that's kind of weird. There's Kegan right there. I'd like to be able to attack him. Are we actually catching up to this guy? I think for some reason, we might be a little bit. Oh, well, I'm not entirely sure. But if we can take this guy down, then that will be very nice. Oh, there's actually someone that I wouldn't mind fighting. Yeah, I would like to fight this guy if at all possible. Please, no. Ah, yeah, this is indeed the issue with the Khuzait having so much power. They just have vassals coming out of the walls. Literally, every single time you just go somewhere, it's like, okay, I'm going to chase this one vassal, and then he runs into 3 more, and then those 3 run into 3 more, and it's just absolutely crazy. But there you go. Okay, so this guy's not going to be able to tell me anything about the Battle of Pendrake, of course, but we are going to be attempting to persuade him. Ah, okay, yes, Kanujan. So yeah, that's also something that someone suggested in the comments that I am definitely going to try to do. So if I do come across a vassal that I think I might be able to persuade, we will try to do it. But of course, my charm skill at the moment is terrible. It is pretty awful, so I wouldn't hold out too much hope for it. But we might be lucky. There might be some times where we will be in a very lucky position, and you never know, you know? Even a 1% chance has a chance to happen. It's just a very minuscule one. So we'll see if that will pay us dividends in the end. Who knows? You know, my crossbow skills are abysmal with hitting enemy cavalry. Oh, nice. Took him. Did I take him off his mount? I'm actually not entirely sure. At least we did hit some things. I guess that's kind of useful. But anyway. Maybe we can move around here. Let's see if I can maybe get him from... Ah, no, they go... Oh, hello. What? Did you see that? Did he go through his legs or something? Oh, that was actually hilarious. Okay, well, whatever the case, it seems like they're running. So that's good, because being able to eliminate those guys is pretty nice. Okay, so let's get my cavalry back, and let's see where they're actually coming from. So they're coming from over in this direction. So let's move my archers and infantry into a better place. Yeah, my cavalry is actually doing quite well there. Ooh, don't get killed now, guys. Don't get killed now. We really cannot afford to lose that many people at all. We haven't actually lost anyone. It's just a unconsciousness thing. Okay, so let's put my infantry round about here, my archers round about there, and let's put my archers into a loose formation. And they're already in shield wall, so that's pretty good. And now I can maybe fire at someone. Nice, a shoulder hit. Very good. We're almost at 100 crossbow proficiency. Can you believe it? Yeah, it's taken me a while, hasn't it? There you go. Enemies are fleeing. That's exactly what we want. And we lost 2 Imperial recruits, and Normand obviously got himself taken out, but that's absolutely fine. He's going to get back on his feet relatively quickly, and we are able to now take him prisoner. Bear in mind that, of course, because this guy isn't exactly... He's not, like, super powerful or anything like that, but we are doing our part to kind of try and at least reduce the ability for the Crusade to field larger armies, because this guy had about, what, 70 troops or something like that? And having 70 troops added to an army of over 200, that's going to make it 270. That's almost 300. That's a lot, you know? So, you know, eliminating these smaller vassals does add up. If I'm able to eliminate, I don't know, 10 of these guys, that's 700 units total reduced from a potential army. So, you know, every little helps, I guess you could say. But anyway, there's another caravan going on here too. See, that's the thing. The mouse control in the game is kind of a little bit weird sometimes, because you can't click on this, but you can click here. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a bit weird, not too precise in that regard, but I think it's okay. I think it's perfectly fine, because we are going to be ready to attack the next caravan. Is this guy? We could potentially attack this guy. We might be able to get him into a trapped area. Maybe. Regea is actually forming an army. It might be kind of fun to go and help her. Maybe run some interference. Maybe do a little bit of skirmishing here and there. That might be quite fun. Ooh, hello. Ilatar's army. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You just add 70 units to this, and they've got 500 and, well, almost 550 at that point. That would be pretty harsh. Okay, so we're just going to continue following this guy. And I think he's just going to make his way around, isn't he? That's probably what he's going to attempt to do. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go over to one of these villages here, and I'm going to raid it. This is going to be very risky, however. So, I don't recommend doing this at home. So, we're going to raid it, and we're just going to send troops, eliminate them as best as we can. There we go. Very easy indeed. We actually had no wounded units, which is kind of weird, but there you go. Okay, that's absolutely fine. And I won't be taking any of those guys prisoner, because we don't want to move so incredibly slowly, even though I already have a pretty significant amount of prisoners. And we're going to see what we can do here, because raiding one of these villages... you know what? I should have raided one of the sheep villages, because I'm pretty sure there's a number of wool weaveries, or at least there's one, in this town here. And there's Achaku. Legion of the Betrayed has now left the Southern Empire. Achaku was maybe attempting to do something to us right here. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything. As you can see, he has 41 nomads. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do anything, sir. So, not entirely sure why he's posturing so much, but we will be chasing him and attempting to take him down. Yes. Am I actually catching this guy? I am. I'm 0.1 faster than him. I can't believe it. If you've seen the original Barney series, then you'll know that this guy ran me around all over the place because he is very, very difficult to catch, or at least he used to be difficult to catch. Now let's see. Ellil is actually the leader of his clan, so I will be unable to try and convince him, but that's absolutely fine because I am perfectly happy to just go into battle against him and take him down. Now, because he has so many recruits, I pretty much don't need to do that much. I think the only thing that I need to do is literally get my archers into a decent enough position. He does have a number of cavalry, as you can see, which I'm actually able to hit for some reason. Not entirely sure how I was able to do that this time around. But anyway, we do need to get into a position to try and eliminate as many of their infantry as possible. And yeah, I'm going to get hit a little bit here, but obviously because they are mostly relatively low tier, I don't really need to worry about their damage that much. Oh, nice. Neck shot. There we go. A little bit of extra damage. 95. 95 crossbow proficiency. Can you believe it? Did I just say crossbow? I might have. I might have. That's a thing that I tend to say. Yes. I mean, it's easy, you know? It's easy to say it. If you say crossbow multiple times very, very fast, then you'll probably end up saying it as well. Crossbow. Crossbow. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me just try and shoot this guy in the face. No, that did not work. Okay, well, that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, just hit my shield on my back, please, fellows. And everyone else can just charge in now. I don't really want to get eliminated. Being able to... you know, heal myself up from about 20% is much better than 0, that's for sure. So hopefully we'll be able to stick it out, and I think we're pretty good. We lost some recruits, Imperial infantrymen, militia spearmen. We did lose a relatively high Imperial unit, and we also lost a chosen wolf. Personally, chosen wolf is one of the better units, one of the better unique units, shall we say. And so that's a bit of a sad thing to lose him, but, well, that's how it goes. You know what I'd really like to do? When you take a lord prisoner, I'd love to be able to steal their gear, you know? So, for example, if you defeat someone, I'd like to be able to just basically be like, I'm going to take your weapon and your extremely expensive armor, and I will sell it. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about, because being able to have complete freedom to do what you want with your prisoners is certainly something that I think would add to the sandbox experience, because you got to think about the fact that you can execute them already. So what is a little thievery between enemies? You know, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Anyway, Mattchu has been defeated, and I will be able to take him prisoner as well. All right, so 15 prisoners. I don't have that much space. I will take some horse archers, just generally because they can become very, very powerful units for us. And I will take all of the loot as well. All right, great. We seem to be doing quite nicely here. At least I think we're doing okay. I mean, the strength isn't really going to go down a great deal. I could technically support this or propose this if I had 100 influence, but I kind of wanted to get the Botanians out of the way, but maybe it would have been better to make peace with the Crusade. Oh well, never mind. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.